Welcome to this video or this video lecture on VLSI design. So we are discussing about dynamic CVSL, dynamic cascode voltage switch logic. So in conventional CVSL or in normal CVSL, these P1 and P2, these are PMOS, they are connected in the form of a latch. But in the dynamic CVSL, these P1 and P2, they are controlled by this clock signal phi. These P1 and P2, these both are PMOS transistors. They are controlled by this clock signal phi. So when phi is equal to 0, then obviously both these PMOS will be conducting. So that is called as the pre-charge state. That is called as the pre-charge state. Again, this is a dual rail logic. So here both the inputs are present in normal form as well as complementary form, and this is the NMOS. So this NMOS, when phi is equal to 0 in the pre-charge phase, then again this NMOS is also controlled by same clock signal phi. So during the pre-charge phase, this NMOS will be off. So that is why this is called as evaluation phase, because in evaluation phase phi is equal to 1. So this NMOS will be on during the evaluation phase. So what happens is that during the pre-charge phase, this NMOS is off, so it will prevent the current from flowing into the ground during the pre-charge phase. Okay, so these P1 and P2, these are called as pre-charge transistors because they are on during the pre-charge phase, and this NMOS is called as the evaluation transistor because it is on during the evaluation phase, and its function is to prevent the leakage current from flowing into the ground during the pre-charge phase. Now come to this circuit. So this is the pre-charge phase. Here you can see phi equal to 0. So both P1 and P2 will be on, but this NMOS will be off. So by these conducting transistors P1 and P2, we have these two capacitors. So they will get charged to VDD. So V1 is also equal to VDD and V2 is also equal to VDD. So this is the pre-charging phase. We have assumed that switch 1 is open and switch 2 is closed. Now come to this. This is called as the evaluation phase. So in the evaluation phase, this clock signal phi equal to 1. So obviously both P1 and P2 are off during the evaluation phase. So but this NMOS is on during the evaluation phase. Now see this. This switch 1 is open, so this voltage will not discharge. But this switch 2 is closed. So this capacitor will get discharged. You can also see the current discharge I dis is flowing. So this capacitor will get discharged through this loop. This transistor is on. So this capacitor will get discharged to the ground through the NMOS which is in conducting. So this V2 will drop to 0 volt. The V2 will drop to 0 volt, but V1 will maintain at VDD because of this open switch. So now we can see the outputs are complementary of each other because V1 is high logic, V2 is 0 volt or low logic. So the outputs are complementary. The only problem with this circuit is that this capacitor will start to lose the charge over time. So we have to add charge keeper circuit in this circuit. Okay, because this capacitor will start to lose its charge after some time. So we need charge keeper circuits. So that is the only disadvantage of dynamic CVSL. Thank you. Please like and share the video and subscribe the channel. And I have also made video on conventional CVSL, so you can watch that video as well. And I make videos on VLSI design, and I also make videos on Cadence Virtuoso software and Xilinx Vivado software. So please like and share the video and subscribe the channel and press the bell icon, and you can watch all my videos on my channel. They will be very helpful for you if you are a student of VLSI design and want to practice on both the topics of theory as well as practical or laboratory for laboratory purpose. Thank you and best of luck. Also please leave your feedback in the comment box. Thank you.